you love to a meal they're sure to love.
One always served with a smile.
That comes from the heart.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious!
It goes faster than I thought.
It's okay. You're doing it. Just keep nice. Just think smooth.
America, it's time to gear up and get out there in a new Ford vehicle. And it all starts at your local Ford dealer during the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need to discover your best summer ever. With a large inventory in stock, now is the best time to trade in, trade up, and discover summer with Ford. Now buy or lease a select 2023 Ford SUV and get $1,000 trade assist cash plus financing as low as 0.9. Only at your local Ford stores.
Any Hour Services can help you make sure your air conditioner keeps you cool this summer. Whether you need a tune-up, a repair, or just want a second opinion about replacing it. Call Any Hour Services for help with your air conditioner today. Google Any Hour Services or schedule online at anyhour.com.
The only thing that could stop you was a distracted driver. Now, your attorney matters.
And the whole world is wondering, what's it going to take to stop this U.S. team?
Go, Smith!
The Fox 13 Weather Beast is sponsored by Big O Tires. Shop BigOTires.com.
Mountain West Conference Media Days are happening in Las Vegas. Utah State returns 9 starters from last year's team that finished with a 6-7 record, which is why the Aggies are picked to finish in the bottom half of the Mountain West Conference preseason poll. The Aggies were picked 8 out of 12 teams. They had a lot of turnover with players and coaches heading into Blake Anderson's third season as Utah State's head coach, but the Aggies are confident they can put it all together this year.
All the new additions to our team look great, from junior college, transfer portal, even incoming freshmen. I definitely think that we have a great shot of being a great team, you know, a team full of hard workers. That's what's most important, and very excited.
We're all fired up. We got a bunch of new guys coming in this year, and it's been cool getting to know everyone, a bunch of different backgrounds, guys from all over the country, and I think we're working together to really get it rolling. Summer's almost over, fall camp's about to start, and I think we're clicking together as players, and I'm excited to get the coaches back in there and really work as a team.
Utah State defensive back Ike Larson has been named to the preseason all-conference team. The sophomore safety from Skyview High School played in 11 games and started in 4 of them last season, recording 33 tackles with a team-high 4 interceptions, a school record 3 blocked punts. He was the highest-rated defensive back in the Mountain West Conference last season and number 7 in the country. The 117th Utah Women's State Amateur will take place the first week of August. We played at Jeremy Ranch Golf and Country Club, a great course for an event like this. The field is bigger and stronger than ever, with a number of former champions in the field. These golfers play in a lot of tournaments during the year, but they all say this is one of the best.
I love that all the best golfers from Utah, even some out-of-state players, come to play in this championship. The UGA does such a good job putting it on, and it's really a really awesome event.
I always look forward to the State Am. I think it's high on my rankings, high on my list. I'm always super excited to come and play, you know, whatever course that they have, and I think this is a perfect course for match play, so it'll be good.
Favorite tournament for sure. It's just a lot of fun. Just to be local, have friends and family be able to come out and support. This golf course is really cool. It's definitely a championship golf course, so it'll be awesome to see the women out here playing.
Yeah, it should be a great event.
All right, please stay with us. Coming up next is the Fox 13 News special, Driven to Change, Rooting Out Road Rage. We'll dive deep into road rage here in the state of Utah.
Kelly Chapman and I and many other team members have been working on this for months. We hope you find some takeaways that'll help you stay safe on Utah roads.
The last thing I said to him was, I love you, be safe.
Driving decisions made in anger
are costing lives.
There was contact between the two cars. Both of those occupants died here on scene.
It's time to solve the growing problem on Utah roads.
I start yelling back, like, I have a child in the car, I'm calling the police.
From the limits of Utah law
to what you can do to protect yourself.
Driven to Change, Rooting Out Road Rage, a Fox 13 special. Tonight at 9:30 on Fox 13 News.
Do not attempt to eat this burger unless you like sweating, gasping, and jalapeno, habanero, and pepper jack cheese-induced hallucinations. El Diablo Burger. Carl's Jr. not responsible for you crying in public.
Hey, stop!
Found it. Can I get a ruling?
Don't beg.
It's unbecoming.
Is that good? I can't tell.
There's no such thing as out of bounds. Find adventure at the Lexus Golden Opportunity Sales Event.
Get 3.99% APR financing on the 2023 RX 350.
Here's your handheld burrito.
All right. Costa Vita's newest burritos are loaded with the same fresh, never frozen ingredients, including spicy grilled chicken and ultra tender sweet pork. But with our handheld burritos, all our mouthwatering ingredients are inside the tortilla. So you can enjoy them, well, pretty much anywhere.
See you tomorrow.
Costa Vita's handheld burritos, made to go where you go.
Sleepovers just aren't what they used to be. A house full of screens, basically no hiccups. You guys have no idea how good you've got it.
Get 1.2 gigabit internet with unlimited internet data for just $25 a month for 2 years when you add Xfinity Mobile.
Back in my day, it was scary stories and flashlights. We don't get scared. Oh, really? Mom can see your search history. That's what I thought.
The next generation 10G network, only from Xfinity.
Why are there 2 extra seats? Are we getting 2 Great Danes? I know, giant Uncle Dane and his giant beard. Maybe a dragon. Twin sisters! And one is a robot and one is a knight. And I'll be on the side of the octopus.
The Volkswagen Atlas with best-in-class third-row legroom.
Visit your local Volkswagen dealer for 3.9% APR financing for 72 months on a new 2023 Atlas or Atlas Cross Sport.
Carl's Jr. is spicing up the all-day 2 for $5 deal savings. Try a new spicy little cheeseburger, spicy chicken sandwich, cheeseburger, or French toast dips, and more. Pick any 2 all day, $5.
Deputy on scene is requesting expedite 2 patients on 1085 Delta at this time.
The ripple effect is insane.
When he can't get in, he starts punching my window.
Utah drivers giving in to anger.
Everybody has experienced it in some way or another.
I think everyone feels like their time is more important than everybody else's.
Decisions made behind the wheel that can change lives forever.
There was contact between the two cars. Both of those occupants died here on scene today.
You know, there's 5 kids that don't have a dad.
And where the consequences catch up to all of us.
That experience changed how I drive a lot.
We have to leave our ego outside of the vehicle.
Fox 13 News presents this special report, Driven to Change, Rooting Out Road Rage.
I'm Bob Evans.
And I'm Kelly Chapman. We are inside the Utah Department of Transportation Traffic Operations Center, where they keep a watchful eye over our roads.
The topic of road rage is difficult to grasp. The causes, the solutions, and the effects of decisions some people make while behind the wheel.
We start with the simple question of what is road rage? You may know it when you see it, but could you write down a definition?
Fox 13 News investigative reporter Nate Carlisle explains which laws are already on the books and what changes legislators and law enforcement are considering.
About 13th South, a car pulled out, cut me off.
Sarah Anderson admits she made a mistake while driving in Salt Lake City.
I probably did have a little road rage. I honked and I flipped him off. And he just slams on his brakes, gets out of the car, approaches my vehicle. When he can't get in, he starts punching my window, screaming. I start yelling back, like, I have a child in the car, I'm calling the police. His probably significant other got out of the van and is
begging him to get back in their car. And while he was a little distracted, I backed up and just got out of there.
There were a couple of really high-profile incidents.
Colonel Mike Rapich is commander of the Utah Highway Patrol.
One occurred in Davis County involving a shooting. One occurred in Utah County involving 2 deaths, very tragic deaths, both very extreme cases of what would be defined as road rage.
Or at least the average person's definition of it. But right now, Utah has no law specifically targeting road rage. So while road rage cases with shootings or fatal crashes can be prosecuted under laws addressing those offenses, Utah statutes don't have a good remedy for what Anderson encountered, given no one was injured and her vehicle wasn't damaged. It's not an isolated case.
I think everyone feels like their time is more important than everybody else's.
We rode with UHP trooper Chase Stevens.
This was a lane change where they almost crashed into me. It's not a good day when you almost hit a state trooper, you know what I'm saying? So. And before I even said anything, I walked up to the window, they rolled the window down like, sorry, trooper, I didn't see you.
As he drove I-215 in Salt Lake County during the afternoon commute.
There's another good example right here, actually, where this pickup truck is falling really close to that car.
The truck appeared to be tailgating to get the van to move out of the way.
So I'm going to chat with him for a minute. Good, I'm Trooper Stevens with the Highway Patrol. The reason I stopped you, you're falling a little bit too close to that van in front of you.
In a recent legislative hearing, lawmakers discussed defining road rage. They described it as using your car to commit offenses against the other car or driver. Things like chasing, tailgating, or stopping short to harass the other motorist. A 2022 report from AAA says only California allows for suspending the license of a driver who commits a road rage assault. Utah legislators, in that hearing last month, were receptive to some law addressing road rage.
But it is something I think we should do further research on and looking at what other states have done that have been effective.
Is how do we address those more strictly when we actually do have the opportunity to intervene in a case, and we want to address those driving behaviors that meet a different level and have a different intent and have a different purpose than what just a traffic violation.
That happened fast and was scary, but I don't know if it was a crime.
Anderson says she's okay with a law targeting road rage, but she also wants an awareness campaign and says any driver committing road rage should have to take a class on its dangers.
That experience changed how I drive a lot, and I almost feel like this is an issue that would be better to have prevention versus like punitive measures.
518-480.
In Murray.
And then when somebody makes a mistake in front of them, they take it as a challenge against them.
Nate Carlisle, Fox 13 News, Utah.
Now that we understand how road rage has been dealt with by law enforcement and the efforts to combat it, what are the numbers behind the problem?
To answer that, we are joined by Fox 13 News anchor Max Roth, right below us in the Traffic Operations Center. He's been tracking the trends to go in depth on the frequency of road rage cases.
In Utah, the Department of Public Safety tracks fatalities caused by aggressive driving and those caused by reckless driving. It's the difference between being irresponsible and being angry. And in Utah, a lot of us drive angry, at least some of the time. 79% of American drivers show aggressive behaviors. That's according to AAA. But most of us don't cause crashes, let alone injuries or deaths. Utah's Department of Public Safety has tracked 6 years of aggressive driving deaths, and there's a huge jump from 2019 to 2020. Look at those 8 deaths in 2019 and then 28 in 2022. Road rage is a step beyond aggressive driving. An aggressive driver might speed through traffic, weave, cut you off. A driver exhibiting road rage might shout or make obscene gestures, bump your car, and force you off the road. The National Highway Traffic Safety Administration shows Utah with relatively few road rage deaths, 2 in 2020, 3 in 2021. Nationally, rates went down over that time, though in Utah, they increased slightly. A more direct comparison shows Utah with fewer road rage deaths per capita than all of our neighbors except Idaho. New Mexico had 4 times our death rate. And if we step back to overall fatalities on Utah roads, the popular assumption blames danger on the crowding and frustration of urban traffic. But the facts show that in 2021, Utah saw 10 road deaths per 100,000 residents overall. But look at the rates in the 10 hardest hit counties, all rural, some off the beaten path, from 30 to 50 to well over 100 road deaths per 100,000 residents. So the numbers show that in Utah, most of us are not going to be impacted directly by road rage. But road rage is a red flag, and it marks a much bigger problem. We often drive under the influence of powerful emotions, and when our cars are an extension of those emotions, it can be deadly. Bob and Kelly.
Up next, behind every tragic incident of road rage is a family who will never get their loved one back.
And we look for causes and solutions to these deadly driving behaviors.
And if you want to be part of the conversation, scan the QR code on your screen right now. Let us know if you have ever experienced road rage. We'll share the results of this non-scientific poll during Fox 13's QuickCast after the program. We'll be right back.
Next, stop.
You got it?
Let's go back to the beginning.
Your electric future customized. The fully electric Audi Q4 e-tron. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
Hey, let's go somewhere fun. Let's see where AAA can take us. Let's go get stuck in the sand. Let's go sleep under the stars. Let's go for dinner and a show. No kids. And let's go stay at a hotel for less. Okay, let's bring the kids. But first, let's get this fixed.
With 24/7 roadside assistance, trip planning, hotel discounts, and more, you're always ready to go. AAA, your membership to go.
This is the 2023 Nissan Rogue. With a surprisingly fuel-efficient VC turbo engine, you can go from zero to fun in no time and leave basic far behind. The 2023 Nissan Rogue. Anything but basic.
Now get 0% financing for 36 months on select trims, or get a low $409 per month lease on Rogue.
Where's the most convenient place to get that big fitness energy?
It's Planet Fitness.
Now through July 19th, you can join for just $1 down, $10 a month, cancel anytime. With over 2,400 locations worldwide and equipment for every workout, you can get in, get energized, and get going. Whether you're a newbie or a gym pro, you belong in the judgment-free zone. So join today for $1 down, $10 a month, no commitment, cancel anytime. Deal ends Wednesday, July 19th. That's how we do.
Did he jump or was he pushed, Miss Marple?
How do you commit the perfect murder?
Do you think we'll be able to find the cause of death?
Something about this that doesn't add up.
You wouldn't say that to anyone else.
You aren't anyone else.
What if we've got it all wrong?
The data is telling the truth.
No way these weekend warriors are gonna climb that hill. Don't judge them by their zip code. Judge them by their Quattro. Get exceptional offers at your local Audi dealer.
Thank you for joining us. It is a terrible day for anyone when they experience a road rage incident, but for families who lose a loved one in a crash, they have to live those days over and over again.
Fox 13 News reporter Spencer Joseph shares the struggles and efforts by the families of some high-profile road rage incidents.
He is an extremely happy, positive person.
Rodney Psalm was a light for his friends and family.
He had a very big heart. If he saw you guys out here walking around, he would strike up conversation with you just because that's the kind of guy he was.
And he loved his cars.
From the get-go, he was a car kid. He, my boyfriend, who's his best friend, and I met for breakfast, and he said that he was going to go with the Porsche Club on a ride.
The day was June 4th, a day his sister Michelle remembers all too well.
The last thing I said to him was, I love you, be safe.
One of the vehicles lost control, went across the center line.
He was with his girlfriend, Misha, and and that was that. And it was my worst nightmare come true.
Rodney and Misha were hit head-on when two completely unrelated drivers were battling in a road rage incident.
The ripple effect is insane. It's insane. I lost my best friend. I lost my business partner. He's got animals I'm taking care of now. I'm taking care of his house, you know.
Everybody has experienced it in some way or another. Somebody yelling at you or brake checking. How we choose to react after that it shows, who we are.
This is Brandon Merrill, and along with Maria Blanchard, they run Utah Homicide Survivors, one of the only groups like it in the country.
Homicide is not something that there's a lot of resources or training for therapists.
Through various services, they help people through difficulties they have after losing a loved one.
It has taken a lot for them to even fill out the paperwork, to attend.
But for Brandon, this became personal.
Our hearts are broken for the loss of of a life, and for those that are going to be directly affected by it.
He was the softest, kindest person. And, there's 5 kids that don't have a dad.
On October 26, 2022, his cousin, Chris Mortensen, was killed in a road rage incident.
He was the sole breadwinner. They had to find support.
Merrill now had to take what he learned helping so many others and apply it to his own family.
It was really surreal for me to then use my organization to help my own family, having to go through this.
Understanding the why in road rage is tough.
You're never going to truly move on, but you can move forward.
But being there for each other is key.
And I can't tell you how helpful it is when somebody in a victim's circle can understand what they're going through.
And for Michelle and her brother Rodney, she had this message about making the right choices when you get behind the wheel.
I think that when we decide to get into our cars and drive somewhere, I think we have to leave our ego outside of the vehicle. We're all in our cars going somewhere.
Spencer Joseph.
We all need to take care of each other because we're all in this world together.
Fox 13 News, Utah.
We are joined now by John Gleason from UDOT, Tim Smith, a psychology professor at the University of Utah, and Lieutenant Mike McKay with the Utah Highway Patrol. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being with us.
Yeah, thanks, you guys. Tim, let's start with you. I think the big question is what happens to a driver psychologically when they get behind the wheel that kind of gives them almost in their mind a free pass to act and do whatever they want to other drivers out on the streets?
I think the big thing is anonymity. We all feel like we're the only person on the road. Nobody can connect us personally with our behavior. And we do things when we feel anonymous that we wouldn't do in front of others. I think it's also the case that we're in a hurry when we're behind the wheel. And we get frustrated when we go too slow, somebody's holding us up. And anger is a normal response to being frustrated.
And anger isn't confined to one specific age group or gender out on the roads either.
Not at all. Younger people are angrier, and younger people are more likely to do dumb things when they're angry than older people. So a lot of these aggressive drivers are younger drivers.
Lieutenant McKay, what is it like out on the scene of a road rage crash? I mean, what's the demeanor of the road rager and what's the demeanor of the victim, and how is it different from a regular car accident?
Well, a regular car accident, you'd have 2 individuals out, most likely speaking to each other, trying to exchange information and care for each other. In a road rage incident, a lot of times we'll have a victim who's in the vehicle, kind of lock themselves in the vehicle, and you'll have somebody else who's out of control, kind of angry and out of control. And when our officers get on scene, they're actually having to pull them away from the car and calm them down and separate the individuals. So there is a big difference between the two different accidents. So.
And can you tell as you roll up on an accident what kind of a situation you're coming up on?
A lot of times you can tell that it's going to be a situation where you have to diffuse it. Our officers are seeing it, and they see it in other aspects of their work, so they're ready to try to bring that down so that they can deal with the accident itself and the victim in that accident.
John, you represent the Utah Department of Transportation. Is there anything your organization can do to keep Utah residents, drivers, and roads safer?
For us, Kelly, it's about education, and we're out in the schools, trying to create great drivers from the start. We have parent nights. We met with 373 different groups this last year on trying to give students the educational tools that they need to become great drivers from the beginning, because we all need to choose different reactions. As Tim said, I mean, when you have younger kids that are out there driving, they don't have the experience here, and sometimes they can choose the wrong reaction. They can choose rage, but I think that can happen to all of us, and so we all need to choose a better reaction.
Well, John Gleason from UW, Tim Smith, psychologist from the University of Utah, and Lieutenant Mike McKay from the Utah Highway Patrol. Thank you, gentlemen, so much for being with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. What would you do if an angry driver approached you at an intersection or in a parking lot? After the break, the self-defense techniques that could keep you safe. We'll be right back.
Enjoy the summer like only a Utahn can. Don't let sudden storms, wildfires, or record heat impact your summer retreat.
Warm and windy conditions here.
Be prepared for what's next.
The heat is on, and we're going to be dealing with...
Get your forecast from the best in the business. For the most complete and comprehensive coverage this summer, turn to Utah's Weather Authority, only on Fox 13 News.
America, it's the Discover Summer Sales Event. Choose from a great selection of Ford trucks and SUVs equipped with the tech and comfort you need. Now buy a new 2023 Ford F-150 and get $1,000 trade assist cash, only at your local Ford stores.
Summer days and summer nights. There's nothing like it. And Paris RV is here to help you enjoy those memories. Load your family now into the open range 26 PH bunkhouse. Sleeps 8 for only $21,995 or $247 a month. Or load the OHVs into the Stryker 2313 toy hauler for only $51,995 or $413 a month. Or hook up to the easy to tow Rockwood 1640 LTD tent trailer for only $12,995 or $146 a month.
The family that RVs together stays together at Paris RV.
It's your journey. Own every mile in the Hyundai Tucson with America's best warranty. Get 0% APR on the Tucson or up to $1,500 bonus cash. See your Utah Hyundai dealer.
Moderate to severe eczema still disrupts my skin. Despite treatment, it disrupts my skin with itch. It disrupts my skin with rash. But now, I can disrupt eczema with Rinvoq. Rinvoq is not a steroid, topical, or injection. It's one pill once a day. Many taking Rinvoq saw clear or almost clear skin, while some saw up to 100% clear skin. And they felt dramatic and fast itch relief, some as early as 2 days. That's Rinvoq Relief.
Rinvoq can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB, serious infections and blood clots, some fatal, cancers, including lymphoma and skin cancer, death, heart attack, stroke, and tears in the stomach or intestines occurred. People 50 and older with at least one heart disease risk factor have higher risks. Don't take if allergic to Rinvoq, as serious reactions can occur. Tell your doctor if you are or may become pregnant.
Disrupt the itch and rash of eczema. Talk to your doctor about Rinvoq.
Learn how AbbVie can help you save.
When you own a Ford, you get the benefit of having your vehicle picked up for service.
All right, we'll get it right back to you.
This is U-Mode, all the convenience of owning a Ford, made just for you.
As we've learned, road rage can seemingly come from out of nowhere, and you could suddenly find yourself in a dangerous situation.
And that's why Good Day Utah's Danny Ruberti wanted to find out how you can defend yourself even if you're attacked while sitting in your car. She met up with self-defense expert Nick LaKenney to learn ways that you can stay safe even if you're vulnerable.
I'm with Nick LaKenney at the Ultimate Combat Training Center. He's been a coach here for more than 10 years, and he specializes in defending himself. And so, Nick, what I want to start off talking about, if someone were ever in a road rage situation and they felt, physically threatened perhaps, what are some general tips that you have for someone in that situation?
Situational awareness is always going to be the first thing. If you're on the road and neither one of you gotten on your car, creating space between you and the other driver is going to be the best bet. Maybe you can switch lanes, somehow have another car in between you and that other driver. Always, for sure, call the police as soon as you can. Have them on speakerphone. Having some way to communicate with them while everything is going on would be the best bet.
All right, I'm going to have Nick step in the car to break down for you exactly what you need to do if you have to defend yourself if it does come down to that. So here's the scenario, Nick. The aggressor somehow pushes you off the side of the road. You come to a stop, they get out of their car, you stay in the car, but they somehow break through your window. What would you do in that situation?
Well, before they even have the chance to hopefully break the window, as soon as you're forced to pull over, I would unbuckle your seatbelt because you don't want to be trapped in that kind of a situation. And then there's a couple things. If they've broken the window and you see that they're about to, you need to cover your eyes, cover your vision, be able to protect your face. Okay. So when I do this block, I'm not just going to like shield up. I'm going to completely cover my head. I'm grabbing onto my head and closing up as much space as possible so no glass is hopefully getting into my eyes. If they're still coming through, best bet, again, distance. I'm going to want to try to get out as much as possible, if I can. So if I can, I want to create space and start shooting myself out this direction.
Okay, so space is important in this situation.
Space is always going to be your friend when it comes to self-defense. If it's not possible for you to get out that way, and they're still here, your next bet is going to be your door.
Okay, so this can be used as a way to defend yourself, your door.
For sure, for sure. Best thing I would do is have 3 points of contact, so I have my foot wedged somewhere against the door so I can use my leg to push. I want to use my forearm to push, not just my hand. Okay. And then open the door, and I'm going to swing that thing open.
Wow.
Now they're hopefully on this side, and I can get out and get away. If not, and they're blocking the door, there's no way I can go, there's no way I can get out here. Whatever you have in your car is going to be good to use as a weapon.
Okay, so what can you use?
Right here we have a pen, so if they're reaching in, you can use the pen, click that thing open. We have some bug spray, you can spray their eyes. Again, the vision is so important, it's crucial. They can't attack you if they can't see. Yeah. You can't defend yourself if you can't see. So eyes are going to be a really good bet to attack.
Thank you so much, Nick. And one of the big things that we talked about today, it was all about situational awareness, keeping yourself calm, but also protecting your eyes and your face. From the Ultimate Combat Training Center, I'm Danny Ruberti, Fox 13 News.
Stay with us as we share our final thoughts on what we all learned producing this special. We'll be right back.
Sales. Big O Sales. It's our scorching summer sales event. Save up to $100 on select tires with installation purchase. Plus, 0 interest if paid in full within 12 or 6 months. Big O Tires.
Any Hour Services has a team of technicians that can take care of any plumbing, electrical, or air conditioning needs you might have around your house. Got a drain that's clogged? Call Any Hour Services. Need a ceiling fan installed? Call Any Hour Services. Air conditioner not working? Call Any Hour Services. Maintenance, repair, or install, any job, any size, Any Hour Services. Mention this ad and take $50 off your next visit. Call Any Hour Services or schedule online at anyhour.com. No one helps more homeowners than Any Hour Services.
At Strong, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, $1,000 cash back. 2, 2 years maintenance, no charge. 3, 3.99% financing. And 4, no payments for 4 months. At Strong Automotive. Plus, you get a lifetime warranty, no charge. It's on every Strong vehicle. For life, no charge. At Strong, it's as easy as 1, 2, 3, 4. Strong Automotive. Go see strong.com.
Go see Strong, go see Strong, go see Strong.
Tony, your parents know you're over here again, right?
Yep.
Great.
Tony lives next door. See, his parents decided to just use their phone for home internet. So when everyone is on, Tony's over here streaming and drinking all my soda. My dog.
Switch to gig internet on the Xfinity 10G network for just $25 a month when you add Xfinity Mobile.
We're going to bed, Tony.
Good night. I'll lock up if I leave.
Get real home internet on the next generation 10G network only from Xfinity.
That's a pretty tight spot.
Watch this.
Your Buick parks itself. That's so you.
Of course you know where we're going. That's so you.
I got a 6th sense.
And a head-up display.
They're here.
At the heart of every Buick SUV is you.
Get 2.49% APR and no monthly payments for 90 days on 2023 Buick SUV models.
If you're shopping for trusted, high-quality new tires, look no further than Big O Tires. We're so confident in the tires we sell, we offer a 3-year full road hazard repair warranty, as well as free flat repair, rotations, and balancing. Come into your locally owned Big O Tires.
Says we need to buy out the truck's lease or give it back. How are we going to run a business without a truck?
You can't.
So let's figure out a plan to keep you guys on the road.
Coffee, Craig? Thank you.
For every financial need, we'll meet you in the moment. KeyBank.
The only thing that could stop you was a distracted driver. Now, your attorney matters.
Welcome back. And as we wrap up, we've got Spencer Joseph, Nate Carlisle, Danny Ruberti, and Max Roth with us to give us their perspectives.
Thanks all for putting your reports together. You know, what did you learn that you can share with everyone?
I would say the big thing that I learned is just that it's a personal responsibility for each of us to actually get behind the wheel and take that solemn responsibility and make sure that we don't commit acts of road rage. Nate?
There's probably some number of road rage episodes that aren't being reported and then aren't being prosecuted simply because the victim doesn't actually know if a crime has occurred. And for those cases that are sent to police or prosecutors, they're probably asking the same thing. There's no law on the books. How do we prosecute this?
So something that stuck with me is you can't control how others act or even your circumstances sometimes, but what you can control is how you react. And so I think it's really important, that's vital, to know what to do in these situations if it does come down to you having to defend yourself and maybe even protect the people that you love.
Good point.
You know, and really the most dangerous part of most of our days is going to be when we get behind the wheel of a car. And so we shouldn't use our emotions to make that even more dangerous.
Really good points. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you for watching tonight. And remember, it's your choice when you get behind the wheel.
So make it the right one. Have a good night.
The family that RVs together stays together at Paris RV.
Lease a new 2023 EV6 Wind for $429 a month.
At Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries, we know everyone has their favorite spot. Don't miss Black Friday in July. Get 20% off everything, plus an extra 10% in bonus savings. Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries. Live life comfortably.
Costa Vita's newest burritos are loaded with the same fresh, never frozen ingredients, including spicy grilled chicken and ultra tender sweet pork, so you can enjoy them, well, pretty much anywhere. Costa Vita's handheld burritos, made to go where you go.